Well, a lot is happening here on a Friday. World Cup excitement reaching a fever pitch in New York City. This is a live look there. Now, what we're looking at is some of the road closures that have put into effect. As we know, President Trump will be leaving the White House momentarily, heading to New York, where there is an event later today. So these are emergency crews. They're blocking off parts of Fifth Avenue. Again, there's a reception at Trump Tower. So as we can imagine, high security for this event, but also high excitement. The president is also planning to attend Sunday's final between Argentina and Spain. So a lot of excitement, not just leading up to this weekend, but we know the entire summer it has been World Cup fever. And I'm so pleased to bring in Andrew Giuliani. He is the executive director of the White House Task Force on the FIFA World Cup 2026. Hey, Andrew, it's great to have you today with us.
Bianca, really great to be with you here on the eve, really, of what's been the greatest sporting event, not just in American history, but in world history. And Bianca, if I may say, there are a lot of countries that can host a really good World Cup, but there's only one country that can host the greatest World Cup of all time, and that's the United States of America. Now, Canada and Mexico had some games too, but we know the leadership of our 45th and 47th president made this vision possible back in 2018, and the execution for this incredible event, it's been off the charts.
Yeah, it has been incredible. And I remember when he announced that you would be leading the White House Task Force that day in the Oval. And now to go from there to now having it almost the final, you know, I looked at it, also coincided with America 250. And we saw all these international people come here. So there's the economic benefit. But what about all the viral moments where they were trying to pack ranch in their bags and TSA said it's okay, or they were trying barbecue for the first time? I mean, the fact that it's a soccer match, football, but it really is a cultural moment, I think.
Yeah, and I think it's even bigger than that. You're absolutely right. I mean, seeing the Scottish in Boston probably adding a couple $1 billion in GDP to the New England GDP in their own right. The Japanese showing the respect, cleaning up the stadium. The Norwegians, and where in America were they going to road to next? That was amazing. Cabo Verde, the Davids taking on the Goliath that is Messi and taking them the extra time. And this U.S. men's national team, look, I think they showed their depth of character in their lowest moment. They obviously didn't play the best way they wanted to against Belgium. But what did they do as a team? They thanked the fans, and they all came together in their lowest moment and prayed. That's a team that I'm very proud represented the United States of America. But this really goes back by design. The president, his vision for landing this back in 2018. When I first interviewed with President Trump about this role, I told them that I believe there was going to be no larger platform than the 26th FIFA World Cup to be able to show off American exceptionalism over our first 250 years and the hope and promise that is that American dream over the next 250 years. And I believe this moment is going to continue on, not just to the Olympics in 2028, not just to hopefully a Women's World Cup in 2031, as long as it is women and only women playing in the 2031 World Cup, and the 2034 Winter Games in Salt Lake. But I think we're talking about not just the golden age of America, but the golden age of sport in America.
Yeah, I think so too. And it transcends politics. There's $30 billion. That's the initial forecast into the United States economy. So obviously that is it. And then there's the match. Spain's favored to win Sunday's matchup against Argentina. We'll see if Lionel Messi and company will pull that off. So what do you think of the smoke? That's also been one side of the story there. And these guys, they run for 2 hours. But, we know New York like no one's business here. So if anyone can be out in all the weather in New Jersey and New York, what's your advice to folks who are looking at some of the forecasts and obviously want to take part in this and do it the right way?
So we on the White House Task Force have National Weather Service that's down with FIFA at FIFA headquarters in Coral Gables in Miami, monitoring it, not just for this final match, but for the first 102 matches. Same thing for the Miami third place match tomorrow between England and France as well. I will tell you, we're monitoring it right now, knock on wood. The forecast looks like it's going to clear up, and hopefully will be nice and clear for this final match. If not, we're having discussions. I just spoke to FIFA about it about an hour ago or so. We're going to meet at Trump Tower a little later to have conversations as well. But ultimately, I think this is going to be something, and you've seen this, Bianca, there is some magic that the president has. Go back to the UFC fight just a month ago, where the skies somehow part for the guy, and
That's right.
the weather
That's
ends up
right.
being great. I think it's going to be the same thing that happens. I think he's going to bring that to the FIFA World Cup final here.
I just want to say congratulations. It's been really successful, and you've been a major part of it. And we will focus, obviously, on all of the great stories that come out that people are enjoying and taking part in, and hopefully a lot of family fun. Andrew Giuliani, thank you so much. Appreciate your time today
Thank you,
from
Bianca.
New York City. Thank you.